do your best and keep moving forward. Not every day is going to be amazing. Some days you're going to feel a little bit beat up, and that's okay. So everyone does. Not everything has to be done today. You see other people who are ahead of you. I saw other people, and I still see other people who are ahead of me. And you know, the jealousy is there, but it's like, okay, well, I can't control that. I can't be where they are right now. What can I control? I can control making more offers and doing things like that.
Kill Complacency, a podcast that inspires growth and intentionality and helps you overcome your greatest obstacles.
Long-term goals. What are your visions for the future in regards to where you want to be in 5, 10 years from now?
Sure. So our goal is to be in the top 50 of all mobile home park operators in the country by 2029. So
Okay.
I believe last I checked, so right now we have $15 million assets under management. I believe it's like 240, I want to say. And obviously it always fluctuates. And that's the current goal. What excites me about that is back to the same thing of like getting the right people in the right seats and everyone's like getting wealthy together and having a good time.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely unknown sort of thing. I don't know how I'm going to get there, but I've got, you know, starting to work with some higher level friends of mine who like are around that metric, and just like, okay, you know, how can I get there? Asking for help, being more deliberate about asking for help, and you know, likely paying for help. You know, what does that look like in terms of mentorship? And you know, like, sure, we're friends, but like, how can I pay you to mentor me so it's meaningful and worthwhile for you, sort of thing. So everyone's winning.
It's really good though, Tim, that you have a very measurable goal, long-term goal. You know, it's really a 5-year goal. There's really a percentage or a number to it, and you guys could really work backwards from there to say, okay, in 2028 we need to be here, and we need to buy this guy out because he's number 4 or whatever.
Yeah.
But you can really work backwards from that goal, just like somebody running a 5K would. You know, they're going to run a race, they're going to work backwards on those stats to be able to achieve it. So for sure, I think that's the best thing you have going for yourself there is it's very trackable, very measurable. And you've already identified that you need to grow and you need to, you know, probably hire some people to help you get there. So I think you'll do it. Just keep tracking it. Yeah.
What I think is interesting, so like another thing I tell newer people is like, so I didn't really have this goal until the last, maybe I had this goal for maybe the last 6 months, and only over the last 2 months did I really put that time frame on it. So it's like, I didn't start from there at all. I started with, okay, I want to do this. Like, this is how people get wealthy, so that's what I'm going to do. And then like, the goal has evolved over time. I think, at least how I was initially, I saw people, you know, 5 years ahead of me, and I was like, oh my gosh, how do they get that? Like, how can I do that? And it's like the wrong question for me to ask, because I wasn't there. I wasn't at that season in my life. Kind of like I read the book Traction 3 or so years ago, and I was like, this is good, but I don't think any of it applies to me. And it totally didn't, but now it does. And so now it's like, oh yeah, I remember reading that, and now I see it. So like, you know, not everything is meant for you, or not everything was meant for me. Not every deal's meant for me. Not every book is meant for me at this time. Like, it depends on the season of where you are in your life. And yeah, that it took me a long time to realize that, but acknowledging it has really helped me like be grateful for where I am, and grateful for where I was, and grateful for where I'm going.
You know, the other thing is publishing it. Telling people we're going to be top 50 in 5 years, and getting your partners, your team on board with that. because that can be a huge momentum builder too, as opposed to we're going to buy a couple deals a year and see where it takes us. There's so much more motivation when you have that goal and push. So that's good.
It is.
What are
giving us
like
the
some
rocket fuel.
yes, and you've identified the big rocks, and each team player has their own rocks. So what are some like strategies you guys are doing you've come up with to achieve this big goal?
So now we've got 4 other teams of like acquisition people. So 2 people per team, looking for different areas in the country. And so it's like, okay, what do we need to do? We're here. How do we get there? So it's like, okay, we need to acquire a lot more. Okay, so we got those teams that just started a couple weeks ago. And so, a big part of the job is going to be, sure, I can put LOIs out, but it's also supporting our team. And then, Matthias and I, my partner and I, are getting like all of the management stuff like solid, like really, really dialed down. And then, so the next thing is like investor relations. So, forming that team, who's going to be in charge of raising capital, what does that team look like? Who needs to be on that team? And, we have a partner who does that as well, who's going to be leading up that. And so it's like, okay, you can lead it up, but who do you need on your team to support that? And then, with our other partner and the finance side, okay, who does he need to support him there? So like, it's very who, not how. Amazing book. And that was one that I read maybe a year and a half ago. And I was like, I get it, but it's not applicable. But now it's very applicable. So yeah, it's a good one, dude.
Over the years, I have been coached by countless mentors, and now I want to offer that to you as well. How? By Marty Hofmann's Life Coaching. This will be a 6-week program in which I will guarantee you will develop a more growth mindset. We will set goals and learn about the importance of the processes and habits behind those goals. I will also help you see your story differently as things happening for you, not to you. We will also be discussing your future self and give you clarity on who that is and what it looks like. For more information, please follow the link below or hop on martyhoffman.com and follow the coaching link. Yeah, I've read it. It's good. Talk to me. Give me a number, Tim, to be a top 50. How big is that portfolio to be a top 50? Is that 100 million?
Last I saw, it
300
was
million?
6,400 lots and 240 million assets under management.
Okay. So quarter of a billion.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Nothing. Yeah. And it's like, okay, like that's exciting, it's so big, but it's also in the realm of possibility. It's definitely, it's a SMART goal, right? And I can see it, I can see the people we all need to be to get to that level.
I'm not sure on this, but if you're at 15 million now, you don't even have to double every year to hit that. You would, because I think if you doubled it, you'd hit $1 billion. It'd be close. I only know
if we doubled every year, huh? So it'd be, okay, next year would be 30, and then 60, and then 120, and then 240. So that's what, 4 years, right? Look at that.
Yeah, just got to double.
Yeah.
Double or nothing. That's cool.
That's it, bro. That's
it. So talk to me. Yeah. So the world's constantly changing, Tim. How are you guys going to adapt to change? I mean, we're recording this on November 5th, election.
Yeah.
Are you just going to say, real estate's real, and I'm in the real estate space, so I get it. But are you just going to just kind of try to roll with it, or are you guys looking at technology as implementing some of it to make some changes, or what are some things you guys are going to do to be current and roll with changes coming?
Yeah, man. I'm always looking at what's the better way. Like, what's the most
Mm,
effective way? How can even, how can my property management assistant, who is an offshore, uh,
yeah.
guy working in Mexico, how can I make it so like his time is well spent? Because, doing the same BS over and over and over, like it doesn't matter
Mm-hmm.
if you're paying them or they're a partner or whatever, like everyone's going to get burnt out with that. So, I mean, we're
Yeah.
talking to Buildium, our property management software company. They partner with like
Mm-hmm.
a AI tool that can like help answer,
Okay.
redundant stuff. How do I pay my bill? That shouldn't be something that our property
Mm-hmm.
management assistant like helps with. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Not saying it's not necessary. Definitely, make it as easy as
Yeah.
possible for people to pay. But stuff like that.
Got to get
Um,
paid.
that's it. That's it. And so, yeah, in any way that like we can make it work. So, like if people are redundant, then like let's get them out so they can
Mm-hmm.
do more higher and better use of their time.
Mm,
Um, but yeah, I mean, otherwise, people talk about interest rates or whatever. It's like, numbers are numbers. Like our
yeah.
metrics are, we look for 2x equity multiple in 5 years. So we're syndicating deals.
Mm-hmm.
If we can double people's money in 5 years and give them great, on top of the doubling of the money, we can give them great tax savings through, depreciation, because mobile home parks get like the best depreciation around through cost
Mm,
saves. And, that's what we do. So if, that's our standard, we have to at least double someone's money, then it's like, okay, if our interest rate's 20, well, like that still works at some number. It's definitely not a number
sure.
that the seller wants, but like
Yeah.
it's the reality. So I don't
Mm-hmm.
stress about interest rates. I try not to stress about things I can't control. So it's just like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, it's a constant. What is it? And okay, if we put that into our model and we're still conservative and here's the offer. Here's the offer. Like I get you want whatever price, but like here's what I can give, man,
Yeah. Do you feel like in mobile homes, I'm mostly in the single family space. Do you feel like in mobile homes you have more control over rent increases than I would probably because you're renting the ground or not?
Likely. If it's a tenant-owned home, they have their home, um, then yes, likely. The the
Mm-hmm.
thing to do with that power though is to be decent about it and not be a jerk because you can
Sure.
be a jerk. So we
Sure.
try, we don't generally go above, well, not generally. I've never gone above 75 to $100 rent increase, monthly
Mm-hmm.
rent increase a year, and that's like, we go that high if it's like substantially under market. But
Sure.
usually we try and stay just a little bit under market, what the market lot rent
Mm,
is. It's because we want to add more value and like uh, uh, make it a great place to live. We don't need to be at the tippy top of everything, so we don't underwrite
mm-hmm.
for that. If our numbers work with doubling plus, investors' money in
Yeah.
5 years at like a $50 increase, why would I go to a $75 increase just to give them a little bit more return? That's not really a
Mm-hmm.
win-win to
Mm-hmm.
us. That's a investors
Mm-hmm.
win, we make money, and tenants kind of lose. So, that
Yeah.
that doesn't make sense to us.
That's good. I was just thinking like you would have more maybe control of your metrics than I would as far as projecting out what you can do for an investor. Because my
Yeah,
rent increases are so supply and demand. So,
yeah, yeah,
um,
yeah. And so yeah, we do have the advantage because it's a limited supply, ever increasing demand,
mhm,
and so yeah, I guess it's depends on what you want to do with it. I have seen people go in and jack up rent like crazy, and so much where people are moving their homes out, which cost ten to $15,000 all in to move the home and set it up somewhere else.
mhm.
So it's definitely a balancing act.
Yeah, yeah, that's good. Um, So kind of, I mean, I keep hearing you talk about win-win and stuff like that, but as far as legacy, what kind of legacy does Tim Woodbridge want to live out? What do you want to be known for? And what are you doing like to make that happen?
So I don't have a big metric on this. I I want people to like I want to have been part of making, friends wealthy. I want to be part of something bigger than me.
Mm,
And I am creating that. What it looks like, I don't know. Um, really, I just want more people than less people. I want more people to be like, okay, he was a good guy. He did well,
yeah.
and he helped me get wealthy in whatever way,
Hmm.
or like, I provided value to the world in some way. That's what I want.
Mm, that's good. Could I pay you enough to go back to nursing?
I mean, yeah, sure. Pay me enough. I'll go back to nursing for a little bit at least. I don't hate it. I don't hate it, but I don't like it as much.
Yeah, it's not as challenging, huh?
Different challenging. Definitely different.
Hmm. Yeah. If you want to wear a billboard of a message of kill complacency or live intentionally, then check out my merch store. It's www.mindsetshop.com. Mindset is with an X, so it's MINDXET shop, SHOP.com. Mindsetshop.com. As far as like a newcomer, what kind of advice would you give them who's someone who's starting out in real estate, but they feel overwhelmed by challenges?
Bring value to someone who is where you want to be in 3 to 5 years. Whatever that looks like, and whoever that is, in whatever capacity, bring them value, and read The Go Giver, learn how to serve, and like get in that mindset of giving, and that'll take you so far it's not even funny.
It's really good. Is there a particular mindset people need to have to be the next Tim Woodbridge, or can anybody do it?
I mean, you just accept that there is so much that you don't know, and that when you encounter the unknown, you figure it out, or you don't, and you're okay with it. If it can't be figured out, well, that's okay. That's just a constant in life. I can't figure out how to make interest rates go lower. It's just a constant. But there's a ton of things that I can figure out if I put my mind to it and if I want to. So that's it. Everyone's afraid, accept that anxiety is a real thing, and you just move with it.
Yeah. It's a matter of controlling what you can control and letting go of the things you can't, and measuring the risk with the control thereof, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, how do people? How do they learn more about you, Tim?
So we just, and this is like we're in a weird in between time. So, because we just named our company, and so we're going to be doing a new website. So find me on Instagram, tim.woodbridge. And then, our website currently is WCINV, like invest, WCINVgroup.com. But like, we'll keep that domain, and, we'll probably, when we do the new website, we'll forward everything to it. But you can, that'll be information on how to invest and stuff like that. If you are new and you're like, man, I really want to find deals, send me an email and say, oh geez, so I put something together that's like, so I want it for all the people who want to pick my brain, right? I was like, I can't keep doing this because it's all my time. And so I put together like a mini course, and it's just kind of all the basics of mobile home parks, and like the steps to like go into the acquisition. So like if anyone wants that like free course, they can email me directly. Woodbridge REI, like real estate investments at gmail.com. Put in the subject line, pick your brain. I will 100% not send you anything other than this pre-made email I have, but at least it'll give you a little bit of free information so you can, figure out things and hopefully move you in the right direction of where you want to go.
I feel like we have no excuse anymore to not get involved. There's so much information.
Yeah. Well,
especially if you consider like
rooms where people are doing it, you know? So like Deal Room, that's all multifamily real estate. I've owed them a ton. I've learned a ton, made a lot of good connections. Action Academy, amazing group that I'm a part of. That like really the mobile home park course I created was for Action Academy. And then now I'm in GoBundance. So it's like join the get in the rooms. Pay the money to get in the rooms where people are doing the things that you want to do, and I promise you it'll move the needle for you. There won't be a direct what's my ROI, but it'll be like I can look back on like before I joined and today, and it's like a world of difference. So just do the thing.
I agree, and I think that could be the power of influence and the power of putting ourselves around the right people if we want to grow in an area is huge, because otherwise we stay the same, and I would also maybe contribute books. It sounded like Rich Dad Poor Dad was a big pivotal moment for you with just opening your eyes to other opportunities. So
yeah, by far.
Speaking of books, Tim, what's your favorite book, or maybe a favorite quote that you love?
So I forget who wrote this book. It's called Humankind, and Jen, my fiance, told me about it. So what sticks with me is, he's talking about evolution, and I'm not going to get into that argument, yes or no to it, but like the interesting thing was he's like, okay, there's all these other non-human humans, Homo erectus and blah 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 blah, Neanderthals, all these other things that were smarter and faster and stronger than Homo sapiens. And the thing that made it so Homo sapiens came out on top is that we work together. Like that is our hack, right? If you're going to go for the hack, it's working well with others. It's being like nice and fun and decent, and like being the type of person that other people want to work around. That's what gets us far. It's not like, oh, I'm the smartest. I'm not the smartest at all. I do a lot of dumb stuff, and I can take action.
Me too.
Like I'm not the best at it, but I can work really well with people, and I can create this really good big vision that encompasses others. So like do that, work with others, get good at that, and get good at finding people who are amazing at things that you're not good at.
That's good. That's really good. How about if Tim's got a final message to the world? What's Tim's final message?
So do your best and keep moving forward. Like not every day is going to be amazing. Some days you're going to feel a little bit beat up, and that's okay. So everyone does. I'm pretty sure everyone does. I know I do. And it's not everything has to be done today. So like you see other people who are ahead of you. I saw other people, and I still see other people who are ahead of me. And the jealousy is there. But it's like, okay, well, I can't control that. I can't be where they are right now. What can I control? I can control making more offers and, doing things like that. So yeah, being okay with not being,
Comparison is a joy killer.
Exactly.
We don't realize it, but it just it doesn't do much for you. Well, I sure appreciate this, Tim, and we'll have you back on here sometime. I want to have you back in 5 years when you're at 250 million or not 250 million, 250 million, and you're number 50 or 49.
Yeah.
So
Have me back in 2, and let's talk about the update and where I am there and where you are there at that time too. And I that stuff like that excites me too. So I'd love to be back.
that's awesome. Will do. Thank you. Wanted to thank you guys for listening to the end. In closing, I just wanted to add that if this message resonates with you, if it aligns with your values and something in it today triggered something, then you can also look me up on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube. We are really trying to help people live more intentional lives, to kill the complacency with which they have subscribed to. I know there's many ways which I get sucked in all the time. So if this is beneficial, follow me there.